We're in. We got audio?
Yep.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys. We're watching. If you're watching right now, you're watching Just Talking with Johnathan. That's me. Got Mr. Deli in the back. We're going to get straight into everything because for some reason, I always rush the beginning of the show. Really, it comes down to like a nervous thing. Real fast, Mr. Deli in the back, operating master control. What's up, Mr. Deli?
Hey.
What is going on, man? How was your week? How was your holiday? We haven't been on in a couple weeks now. Thanksgiving last week. How was it? How have things been since then? Yeah? That's what's up, man. I like hearing that. I like hearing good things. I got a guest today with me. This is Mr. Tommy Loving.
What's going on?
So I've got Tommy here today. We've actually known each other for a very long time. And we're going to be talking about some different things he's got going on because he does a lot in our community, for our community. And so we're going to kind of get into some of that stuff. And then we're just going to talk about a bunch of random stuff.
Okay.
What do you think? Sound plan?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got going on? First, tell us about who you are because everybody else doesn't know you. I know you, so it's like I can sit here and just jump straight into it. But kind of give everybody some background.
Well, I don't know where to start. I grew up here in Lawton. I was born in Houston, but I pretty much lived here my whole life. My father, he was ex-military. My mom was a social worker. She wanted to be closer to her family because she's got a lot of family here in Oklahoma. My dad's got family in Texas. But really, we just moved here in like '94 and I've been here ever since. To jump straight into it, I've always had a thing for music. I've had a thing for other things. When you're a kid, you want to be this, you want to be that, you want to be Batman, you want to be Superman, you want to be Power Ranger. That was my life. I grew up in the '90s, so that was sort of
the good era, man.
Yeah, the last good era. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had those aspirations. Those adolescent aspirations. But as far as like music goes, I didn't really have a favorite musician. Well, I'll take that back. Michael Jackson was like my biggest influence. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like what was it about Michael Jackson? Because you rap, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you don't sing though, do you?
Every now and then. I used to. I sang on my last project. I sang in one of my music videos, but now I mainly rap. So.
Okay. So with Michael Jackson being a singer, like what are some of the things about him that made you or that influenced you? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Like it's just his whole vibe. The way he danced, the way he moved, the way he was able to capture heart of like audiences or whatever. Like just the way he was able to just be so, I can't really think of the word, just be so charismatic and good with people at the same time, but also just make good music. He was really hard working. I don't know, like it's really hard for me to really put that into rap. But yeah, man, I don't know. He really influenced me to just pursue a career in music. But I tell you, what really got me into rap was, this may sound crazy, but I really liked rock at first. I was really more into rock.
Like what kind of rock? Like hard rock?
Just like punk rock, hard rock. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a favorite band.
Like Linkin Park?
Yeah. Okay, so Linkin. I was just about to say Linkin Park really influenced me. Because of Mike Shinoda. When I heard him rap, I was just like, dang, this is cold.
Yeah.
So
I used to listen to Linkin Park. That was like one of my go-to albums.
Yeah.
Well, not just one album, but the band, that group.
Exactly.
That was I don't know. It was kind of like I don't know. I think for me to end up doing music for the music that I've done, it's been rap. But if you really think, when I really stop and think about the music I used to listen to, it was a lot less rap than it was other things. You know what I mean? And then I think about like my own, instruments, like that I've played like that, things like that.
Okay.
Kind of funny. I feel like how I ended up when I thought I was gonna do music like that.
Yeah.
Ended up doing rap instead of playing something.
Right. I feel you. Yeah. Man. I don't know.
The project that you're working on, or that you've got a show that's coming up.
Yes.
Okay. It's on the 21st, right?
Yeah, at Zoe Christian Center.
Okay.
So.
What's the show about? Like, what's the performance for? Is there something going on, or is it just that you're doing a show there?
Well, it's a night of worship. Basically, just manifesting, growing stronger in the spirit. just being able to build relationships. I like these shows because it helps me connect with people who haven't really met yet. Like I like bringing other artists in from like different musical backgrounds and genres, so that way they can like fellowship and get to knowing each other, you know, that sort of thing. So it's a free event. I don't charge in my shows. I mainly do them on Saturdays. That's when everybody can like take off work. You know, nobody's really at work. So yeah, it's the 21st at my childhood church, Zoe Christian Center. Yeah, it's on the south side of the town. Am I able to say the address?
Yeah. You
okay, so yeah, it's at 11.
We say a lot of things here.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure. 'Cause I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But
no, man, go for it.
Yeah. So it's 11. Yeah. So it's 1108 Southwest Tennessee Avenue. Like you're going towards the airport. It's the church on the right. Right across the street from the convenience store. If you know Lawton very well. But yeah, it's from 6 to 8. Usually try to get out there by 8. I usually don't try to start too late. So yeah, that's pretty much when the event starts. So like I said, it's free food, live music. You know, just come out and have a good time. So
that's what's up.
Yes,
that's cool, man. I'm glad to hear that that everything's going well, that you're doing the music. So what the music that you're going to be performing at the show? Is it new music? Is it a project that you're about to release, or like something you just released? What's it coming off?
Well, so like I got a mixture of everything. So I'm putting out my third studio album, which is called Unleashed, and then I'm also performing like some songs that I've done with other artists, like for instance, a gentleman by the name of Benny Ray. Shout out to Benny Ray. He he and I go on the road a lot, so I'm gonna be doing a song with him, and also, I'm going to be doing some music from my my EP coming out. It's like it's like a crossover. It's not necessarily like biblically based, just kind of like positive. You know, just me just kind of having fun with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I still try to throw a little bit of scripture in there. Still try to acknowledge God a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing songs from my next studio album and then my EP. So I plan on releasing my studio album hopefully before the year is over with, not maybe early January, but people already know, they kind of know what's up, so they see me put it out there like on Facebook or Instagram. They'll see me in the studio, and I'll play the songs that are on the project, so they already know. So.
Now, for people who don't know some of the music or any of your background like that, what are some of the different things that you've done, like with the schools and stuff like that, that relate to your music also? That way, kind of people have a better idea of like what to expect to hear from your show, what kind of things, because you say it's positive music and all that.
Yeah.
What are some of the background? What's some of the background info on you?
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, I do ministry. You can say it's Christian rap, but it's mainly I'm an artist that I can say happens to be Christian, sort of like what Lecrae and them say. But because not all my music is biblically based, I try to make music about like real life stuff that I've been through or stuff that I've seen my friends or anybody else that's close to me gone through. I just try to talk about like real life stuff. So with the school thing, so I use it for anyone who doesn't know. I have a ministry called 514 Movement. It's based off of Matthew 5:14, being the light of the world, a city on a hill that cannot be hidden. So me and my sister, we used to run it together, but now I'm in charge of it. So I go around speaking to SCA groups.
Left you to it.
Yeah, she left all it, just threw it in my lap, say bam. But
if you're watching right now,
I know.
Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on her. Shame I'm ashamed of you, Carl.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
It's on site. It's on site.
On site. Oh,
it's on site.
You better handle your brother. You better handle your brother. No. But no, that's cool. So you stay involved doing stuff like that with schools.
Exactly. So with that being said, I was at MacArthur High School, which is my old high school. So I went there yesterday. I usually try to go around like most of the area schools here in town, whichever school has them. Like back then, like in the day when I was a little younger, we would go to like colleges. I went to OU. We went to OSU. We didn't go to UCO, but we went to what's the school in Altus? Is it?
Honestly, I don't even know.
I forget the name. It's a junior college.
Whoops.
I can't think of it right now.
Do you know, Mr. Dudley? Do you know what the school in Altus?
The college.
The college there?
The Cash Bulldog?
No, not that.
WOC, WO.
WCO or something like that.
Something like that.
It's
that?
The Altus one.
Yeah. Anyway.
No offense, but you know.
Yeah, that's where I went. So yeah, we used to do that a lot. We just try to I really just try to whatever. So like a lot of people ask me, hey, you want to come perform at this event we're doing? Like I opened for James Fortune. He's a big name gospel artist. I opened for him. Like some people ask me to come perform at their church or their youth. What is it, like their youth Sunday? You know, or just whatever makes sense to me. If I'm available, I will definitely be there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just all for fun. You know, I don't normally charge or whatever.
You just do it because you're trying to get your messages.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, people give me a love offer, and I'm cool with that. But no, I don't charge. I ain't there yet. So
that's cool. So like, who's involved in the production of the work that you're putting out right now?
Right. So right now I go to Future, Andrew Jackson, everybody.
Future.
Yeah.
I gotta say this real quick. Future, man. You're handling your business, man, because every person that I talk to that talks about doing music in Lawton talks about you, sir. So props to you. Yeah. I just had to say that because, you know, I don't normally give shout outs, but I mean, the dude's doing his work, man.
Yeah,
everybody goes to him, and his because his quality is pretty pristine.
Well,
he's good work.
I gotta give him a little more credit too, because like he told me a few weeks ago, he said he's been doing it for so long, it's just cake to him. You know what I'm saying?
Natural.
So yeah, he'll do something. He's like modern technology. He progresses every time I'm in there with him. You know what I'm saying? He just gets better and better and better. So he's mainly behind the production. I used to go to his studio. But as far as like production goes, everybody's always asking me like, where do I get my beats from and stuff. I mainly just look for them online. You know what I mean? It's cheaper that way. It's easier, more affordable for me that way.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. So as far as like production goes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How long did it take you to finish the project?
Oh man. So I started working on it in 2015. So that was.
So it's been coming for a little bit.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming. I started working on it. And then, you know, in 2016, I was mainly just trying to finish, you know, add more stuff to it in 2017, 2018. 2019, this year is when I pretty much finished it. Anybody who knows me, anybody I work with, especially Future, I'm an artist, so I'm really picky with my stuff. I'm really picky with, you know, sometimes I'll call Future, I say, hey man, I want to go back and, you know, redo this joint. I'll redo that song, you know, and he's cool with it. You know, so it may sound good to other people, but to me, I'm like,
it's not what you want.
Nah,
and
so
it's gotta be that. It's gotta be the
exactly.
right thing. You know what I mean? You put out something that just sounds almost like what you want.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Because then you get to live with that. You know, I think about some of our older albums, and I'm like that. Like, but you know, at the time, it was also a lot of learning and stuff involved.
Right.
You know, so it's just, you know, as we become more experienced. But
Word.
I think about that. You know, a lot. Like, man, it's gotta be right. You know, and I don't want to put out my next project. You know,
right.
Because honestly, my next one, I don't even know. It may very well be my last one. I don't know. Who knows?
Let's hope not.
I don't know, man. It hasn't taken me anywhere yet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe it will. Yeah. 2020, I feel like it's my year, man.
Mine too.
You know, let's share it.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely, you want to share it with us? 2020?
He's like, no, I don't know. He's like, I don't rap.
Ready to go around for everybody.
He's like, I don't know about that. I don't rap.
No, but he does music though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. He used to. I remember he was involved with some of the projects here in town.
Devin's all over the place.
Yeah. The Vibe Tribe. Shout out to Nathan Poindexter and everybody who was involved with it. So I gotta give people shout outs, man. I like supporting. So.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So the show. Tell everybody when that show is again and where we can find it at.
Okay, so you can pretty much find it. Like putting out.
Is that kind of the same question? Tell everybody where the show is and where we can find it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
I know. I'm sorry. So the show is at Zoe Christian Center. It's 1108 Southwest Tennessee Avenue from 6 to 8 p.m. And it is, like I said, when you're going towards the airport, you'll see it on the corner. It's on the right. It's free event. Don't charge for that, you know, it's free food, got live music, got, you know, some local artists there, got some worship bands coming, so, that's pretty much it, man, and of course, I'll be performing too, so, yeah.
Real fast, who are some of the other artists that are performing?
Let's see, I got a gentleman named Benny Ray, got this girl named TKB, she raps, and then also have a gentleman named Jamar Rashad. In my church, I got my worship team called Amplified Worship. And there's a few other ones I can't think of them right now, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of people coming there to perform. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Real fast, we're gonna take a quick break, and then when we get back, we're just gonna go ahead and just talk about whatever. You know what I mean?
Word.
And then we'll probably throw some more plugs here and there. You know.
Okay.
Who
Cool.
knows? But we'll be right back. We'll be back in almost literally 1 minute. Don't go anywhere.
Word.
Bring your fur baby into Just for Canines and Kitty too. We have all of the best items for your cat, dog, pup, or kitten in stock. From pet beds to toys, we have everything you can think of. We carry the best selection of pet hygiene products and a huge selection of cat and dog foods. Spoil your pet by letting us give them the full treatment from massage to complete bath and grooming. We also offer our mobile grooming services. Be sure to stop in today or give us a call. Just for Canines and Kitty too, your pet's favorite place to go. You have a list of things to get finished, and life isn't slowing down anytime soon. This, That, and the Other is prepared and experienced to get you to having things
Joe
done.
Powell with Solutions Auto Group right here at the new location in Duncan, Oklahoma. I was fortunate enough to hire Thomas Lewis and his staff. They're TT&T. I hired them for 3 or 4 weeks. They did a lot of renovation work here at the new location. They did a lot of cleaning. They did a lot of painting. They showed up on time every day, and they went to work. Could not have been any more pleased.
Call This, That, and the Other, renovation, small construction, and more today.
Mics are on, and we're back. You know, I can't remember. I think it was Daniel who told me to. He says, when you come back from the show, you got to stop saying, "Are we back? Are the mics on?" Something like that. And you know, I mean, I just gotta know, you know, because sometimes it's just not there. Anyway, thank you guys for coming back and watching. If you weren't watching already, I'm with Mr. Tommy Lovin. Do you got an alias you go by, man? Like with your music?
Oh yeah. Well, I mainly went by T-Dub, but I came up with that when I was real young. I was like 13. Yeah, it's time to kind of move on. And then I think that name is already taken. I think
might be
by some basketball player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. So
you know, nicknames are tough, especially as kids trying to come up with nicknames.
exactly. You know, so that was like 2000.
I have kind of a funny story, but you know, I guess it depends on your humor. I remember when I was like 13 or 14, I moved from here and I went to Tijuana for a little bit. It's a small town. You ever been there?
Where is it?
In Texas. It's probably about an hour and a half from here. Really? Really? Ain't that something? My boss is gonna freaking fire me after that one.
Let's hope not.
Uh-oh. Hold on, everybody. Give me 1 second. People are like, he's really on his phone on the show?
Mm-hmm.
You're in trouble. And yeah, I probably am. I bet it rings again. How much you want to bet?
Within like.
Anyway, so what I was saying, that was random. So what I was saying is, so I remember we moved to Quanah, and so I was new at the school. You know, and I'm trying to make friends, and I was from here, you know, in those last few years of life, so it really shaped who I was from where I was at before. So being there in small town Texas from here, you know, small city, Lawton, Oklahoma, it was different. But I'm wanting to be friends with people, so I'm making conversation, and somebody starts talking about something about nicknames. And back in the day, I had come up with this really cool nickname for like video games on the computer. It was Smack Dragon.
Smack Dragon.
Smack Dragon.
That almost sounds like a pro wrestler. Smack Dragon. I don't know. I mean, I'm cool with that.
Something like
Smack
that.
Dragon.
You know? So, and I used to draw it on paper and make it a really cool font, you know, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so I'm telling this kid, I stopped using the nickname, right? Because I was smart enough to understand that when, you know, I found out, and I can't remember how I found out. Somebody told me that the word smack used to be used. Now, they explained to me Smack Dragon. So I didn't know this, but I found out later on that it was really just smack. But smack used to be apparently is a term for cocaine, right? So I'm at school. Here's where the funny part of the story is to me is I'm at this school and I'd only been there for like 2 weeks, and the teacher says, or I'm talking to this kid and I'm telling him about this whole Smack Dragon thing, and I'm like, yeah, and then until I found out it was a name for cocaine, and the teacher hears me say cocaine, and she sent me to the office. She sent me to the office,
too.
And she says to me, "We don't talk about that here." And I'm like, but I was like, I only learned about that You know, because we were talking about nicknames,
Right.
and I was telling them about, well, I used to have the nickname Smack Dragon,
yeah,
which
yeah.
nobody called me Smack Dragon. You know, say, hey, Smack Dragon, what's going on, man? It's good to see you, man. Hey, can I borrow a pencil? You know what I mean? Who's called people Smack Dragon?
That's gonna be my gamer tag for Xbox.
Smack Dragon?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
if
gonna
you
say,
take it, I'm gonna add you.
I'm gonna buy Call of Duty and say, hey, my gamer tag is Smack Dragon 91. No.
So nicknames, yeah, man, nicknames are tough. People
They
are
are.
like, what in the world are they talking about right now? And you know what? Nothing. You know what I do want to talk about a little bit is I don't know how you feel about like politics and all that stuff.
I try to keep them to myself. I like talking politics with like my mom. You know what I'm saying?
It's sensitive. I don't really
Yeah.
like to talk about politics at all. So really, I don't want to talk so much about politics, but I kind of want to just talk about the whole impeachment thing, you know, and not to say, you know, any perspective is right or wrong or anything. Honestly, that everybody's entitled to their thoughts and feelings.
Yeah, word up.
You know, for me, me and Mr. Dudley were talking about it earlier. It's just going to be one of my topics for discussion for today. But we were talking about it earlier, and I'm like, well, you know, this whole impeachment thing's going on. Pelosi just pushed for them to start drawing up the articles of impeachment.
I saw that.
And I think people are so caught up in the get Trump out, that nobody's thinking about what comes after. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't even thought about it.
Like, what really comes after?
Yeah,
what happens? Oh, yay, he's out, yay. Well, what do we do next?
Well,
you know, because then, you know, there has to be like an interim president, right? Which the vice president becomes the interim president, so to speak. I'm not sure if that's the right term.
Mike Pence, right?
Yeah.
The vice president. Okay, yeah.
And then, you know, from there, it moves forward how it moves. But I just wonder, like, you know, everybody's so eager just to get Trump out that we don't really hear much narrative or dialogue about what people are expecting to do or see after. You know what I mean?
I don't see why.
No, we're gonna wait.
I don't see what the.
You know what time it is? It's supposed to be, would have been, could have been, maybe another time. Sorry, that's random. It's smoke time. That's normally what time it is.
Oh, okay.
No, that's okay. But we're gonna wait.
Okay, that's cool.
Appreciate it.
That's cool, man.
But yeah. So no, that whole thing, man, with the impeachment, you know, kind of just leaves me like, where are we supposed to go from that? You know?
Yeah. I mean,
where do you think things might go?
I don't know. I hope it's. I hope it's. No, I don't think it's true. I think Democrats are so desperate for just about anything because I feel like they don't have a chance of winning, you know, maybe in the 2020 election. Them wanting to impeach Trump, I mean, last time I heard, in order for a president to be impeached, they had to do something real bad in office, right? Is that it?
They had to break the law.
Yeah, doesn't this have something to do with him going to like the Ukraine and he said something?
Well, from what I understand is that he had a phone conversation with the president from Ukraine and asked a question or asked them to do a favor, which they're calling pro bono, right? Not pro bono. What's the word I'm looking for? Pro bono. What's the word I'm looking for? Quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo. Yeah.
For them to open an investigation into Biden and I believe his son.
Oh.
At the very least, Biden, if I'm not mistaken. But that's one of a number of different things that he's done that would involve other governments involving themselves in our government, which is against the law.
Oh, that's what it is. I am really big.
And you know what, man? There's so much like bickering back and forth of it that it kind of makes it difficult because it's like, oh, well, we've got this information. And okay, well, then somebody's denying it. Of course, they're just denying a lot of things. But in reality, I don't know the truth of it or not.
Me neither. I don't.
What I say is that, you know, I like to look at things and base them on compassion and evidence.
Yeah. I mean, it's like back to Michael Jackson. You know, did he really do what everyone thought he did and having, you know, kids over at his house and stuff? Me personally, I don't think he did, even if I wasn't a fan of Michael Jackson. But like I said, we don't really know because we weren't there. You know, we weren't at his estate.
So it just becomes a matter of who says what.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I say I bring things always down to compassion and
evidence. Yeah.
You know, the evidence is going to determine what level of compassion you would ultimately deserve.
Right, exactly.
Towards something. At least that's how I feel about it. So, like, you know, this whole Trump thing, man, throws me off because, like, you know, I'm thinking about it like, well, there's a number of different things that can occur, if he gets impeached.
True,
and,
true.
And I know we got an election that's upcoming, but there's a lot of time between now and then.
True.
You know what I mean? So it could be a lot of unexpected turnouts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just eager to see how this unfolds. It could turn out to be just like the whole Brett Kavanaugh situation. Everybody thought he did this and that, but he really didn't. So it may turn out to be like that. It may be something, bad for him. Like I said, we don't know, so we're just going to wait and see how this comes about, so to speak. You know what I mean?
It's really all we can do is just wait and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hope for the best, and then hope that our creator guys things that they need to go. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can put that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, I don't know. I guess people just hate Trump.
I couldn't see hating somebody I've never met.
That's what I'm saying.
I can see looking at their actions and saying, well, that's questionable, or like, hey, that's pretty messed up, or even at the same time on the opposite end, hey, that's something that was worthwhile. That's something that was
right. I mean, I've seen how Trump is and what he says, that makes him unlike. I'm like, oh, did he literally say that? Like when him and Hillary Clinton were running against each other, he said some real slick stuff, and a lot of people, he's always been like that. He's a self-made millionaire. He's got a lot of money, do what he wants, so he feels like. I guess he feels like he can say what. But anyways, the thing is, like, I may not like what he says, but I'm not gonna like be so angry at him and say, "Oh, F Donald Trump," this and that. I don't know the guy, never met him.
That's the part that trips me out about the whole thing is that, like, I feel like there are grounds to impeach him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me personally, I feel like for the things that he said, they said he did wrong.
Yeah.
Now, was I there to hear the conversations and hear if they were made like in light or something?
Yeah.
But because he's president, you can't. You know what I mean? You're not allowed. You know what I mean? Because there's some things they can't do. Like, hey, do me a favor. Hey, go ahead and investigate so and so. All right, man. I'm just playing. Hey, but hit me up later though, man. You know what I'm saying? But we don't really know if it was something like that, and they're like, nope, you can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, here's the book. Or if it was, but either way, I guess when you're president, though, you have to kind of really think about those things.
That's true.
That's true. That you have to be in that mindset all the time.
That's true.
Because everything you do is as representation, as the representative of
this
the entire country.
Yeah, I was gonna say of the United States. So
if you got anything to say about it, drop something in the comments. We'll talk with you if Mr. Dudley can see the comments at all, and then we'll yap with you a little bit. I don't want to just stay on all that though the whole time, and I know we're only a couple minutes out to our next break. Mr. Dudley, what's something that you've heard in the news? Anything interesting? Oh man, go ahead. What you got? Sorry.
I don't know. I know games are going to be up this year. Playing games.
Yeah, the video games.
Yeah.
Hey, are you on? And I don't even want to shout them out because they're already making billions of dollars probably. But Call of Duty Mobile.
No, I need to get it though.
They need to go ahead and drop me some money so that we can just plug them all the time because I'll plug them every episode if they.
That would be dope, man. That would be legit.
Let me play the game. Bow. Upgrades. No, I'm just playing. But you said you play?
Listen, I like fighting games. I love fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Capcom vs. Street Fighter, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, I like first-person shooting games. I'm not that good at them. They're fun. I would say my favorite first-person shooter game series, probably Halo.
I'm the same way when it comes to consoles, man. I suck at consoles with first-person shooters. I suck.
Yeah, I think that may be one of my issues too. So
the sad part for me is that I remember when I was younger thinking and feeling like I was actually good at games.
Okay.
And then Halo came out, man, and it just completely destroyed me for some reason. And from that point forward, when Halo came out, and I just kept getting mashed out, I realized I'm really not good at video games, like I was when I was a kid.
Right, and I was that way too. Like I was killing.
But Call of Duty Mobile though is a little bit different. I guess maybe it's even because it's on the cell phone.
Oh,
it's so it's different than playing with like a joystick or something.
Okay.
I play on that cell phone and the ergonomics seems a little bit more comfortable, to put it that way. But it's cool though because I'm getting on there wrecking shop. If you're watching right now and you want some,
Want the smoke.
Hey,
You want
Smack
that
Dragon. No, I'm just playing.
no, that's gonna be my gamer tag. You can't.
Child Cards just said Call of Duty sad face.
Yeah, sad face because he wants to get on there and he can't get on there. Yeah, but you know the next name I came up with after that was Magnum Clip with a K, right?
Oh, okay, Magnum
And
Clip.
I think that's a cool name. So I had to bring it back to life when I got on this Call of Duty Mobile.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I had to set my name as Magnum Clip. And right now, man, I'm mashing people.
Magnum
I'm mashing
Clip.
people. We were like, they're really talking about video games. And next, we're gonna review a game. No, I'm just playing. We're gonna bust out the system real quick. I'm gonna hook it up and we're gonna play, so you guys can watch us play games. No, that's a different show. You just wait for that one.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to watch
Hey,
that.
man, you should join in on that, man. We got some stuff going on.
I would love to do that. I would definitely be down to do that.
Oh, you hear that? Y'all better watch out. Should I throw the name?
This is called.
Should I throw the name out there?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Coming
He said
soon.
not yet. Yeah, he said
Coming soon. Real fast, we're going to go ahead and take another break. I'm sure everybody's like, y'all weren't talking about not a single thing that was important at all. But it doesn't matter because we're going to take a break anyway. We'll be back in probably about another minute, maybe a few seconds longer than that. Who knows? But yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We cover all of the details. Wax, wash, and shine, your vehicle is guaranteed to come out shiny. Let us pay attention to the detail. We're here to vacuum wash and deodorize your vehicle on a professional level. Don't leave it to the other guys to miss things. We see them all. Do you have a fleet of vehicles? We're equipped to take on all the vehicles your business has too. Keep your business vehicles looking the best they can. Stop by today and schedule with us or message us on Facebook. Full Throttle Detail, located at 1601 Northwest Sheridan Road in Lawton. Your small business is ready for the next level of marketing. Having the right tools in hand can help catapult your business into the place it deserves to be. From custom commercials that are ready for broadcast to the professional voiceover that you need for your business phone recording or radio commercial, we build it all in-house. Sign up with us today and see how all of our plans offer exactly the tools that you need. And more importantly, they don't break the budget you set for marketing. Call and visit us online at lookandlawton.com today. Let's get your business to the next level. lookandlawton.com.
And mics are on.
Rolling.
Thumbs are up. He says we're rolling. I'm glad you came back. You must like watching us.
Yeah, word up. People love us.
Everybody loves us. If you don't love us, it's just because you haven't met us yet.
I know, exactly.
Or watched us at least for a little bit, because you give us a few minutes.
Right.
They'll love us, man.
Yeah, they will. They will.
That's just how it works.
Yeah, that's
we just
exactly
got
how it
handsome
works.
faces that way, bro. That's what it comes down to.
Real handsome. I made sure I shaved today.
So, okay, so with you doing music and stuff, man, let's go ahead and, in the break we were talking about music.
Yeah.
The local music scene. You've been doing music for a long time.
Almost 15 years, yeah.
Okay. Surely you've worked, of course, with a lot of the same people I've probably worked with, a lot of the people here. Who are some different people that you've done music with?
Uh-huh.
And as far as where you're at in the music scene today, where do you see things going, and how do you feel about it? What do you feel about the condition of the Lawton rap scene, Lawton music scene?
Oh man, Lawton rap scene is dope. There's a lot of talented artists out there. I feel like a lot of these artists are really trying to really shy away from that mumble rap genre of music, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, I feel like here in town have substance in their music, like for instance, Talkin or was named C Lane. I try to keep up with as much as I possibly can, like Malik or what's his name, YS. I work with him. There's a gentleman. He doesn't live here in Lawton, but he's real big in OKC, Jacoby Isham. I hope I said his last name right. I've worked with him. There's another guy in California named Hunter Hadley. He's also from Lawton too. Hunter, by the way, I'm sorry, man. I'm still trying to get the song we did together on iTunes. I'm working on it. I'm new to this, so you're gonna have to just bear with me. I really apologize. Thank you for being patient.
I just came across that Hunter Hadley music the other day. He got that promo going with Andy Dick, right?
Yeah.
Comedian.
Is he a comedian? I don't know.
Yeah, Andy Dick. He used to be a
Yeah,
comedian.
that's right. Yeah, Andy Dick. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know.
I'm sure he's still a comedian. If he happens to see this and he's like, used to be, what are you trying to say? I'm a has been?
Yeah.
You know, no, I'm not, man. But if it gets you on the show, sure, you can come talk shit. So, man.
I got you.
But no, that's cool. So you've worked with a whole bunch of different people.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you know where you're going, the album you're putting out this year. What's next? What you got coming next after that? What do you foresee more albums coming?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm planning on doing another project with a gentleman by the name of Cody Scrivener, aka C4. We plan on doing a duo album, well, EP. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But as far as like, doing music, like what I got next, I'm really just trying to keep pushing, do more shows, just keep pushing, get my name out there. I really want to try to get involved with like promotion and production. I've been rapping for a long time. I kind of just want to, dibble and dabble in other things, 'cause rapping is good, but from what I understand, when I started, somebody told me a while back, it's always good to have another job. You know what I'm saying? You got to try to, make your
fallback plan.
Yeah, fallback plan, a contingency plan, another leg to stand on. I want to kind of try to do other things.
Do you know Nick Segala?
That name sounds familiar.
He's a buddy of mine here.
Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Nico Suave.
Okay.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he one day me and him were talking, and he tells me that he read this book, and in the book it said that the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. So I'm like,
exactly.
Well, I've got to get more sources of income. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always good to have another job, because I mean, like I look at like actors, like this actor by the name of Josh Lucas. He's in the Ford vs. Ferrari movie, and my dad was like, when we saw it, he said, "I've seen that guy before." I was like, "Yeah, he does the Home Depot commercials." You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? He acts, but he also has that on the side. You know what I'm saying? It's, I guess, another way to make a little bit of income. But I know we're talking about music. So, okay, I don't know. I guess Nipsey Hussle was involved with his clothing line, the Marathon Continues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he had, I think he was trying to start like this program with young kids, trying to help, I think it had something to do with like school, trying to help them, get more involved with things that they love, like as far as like math, science, just he was
like
just
the STEM thing.
Yeah, STEM. Yeah, there we go. That I couldn't think of it to save my life, but yeah, STEM. And I think he owned like a few food trucks. But who else? I think let's see, Nas. He was doing something with like a doorbell company.
Man, we think about Akon, man. Akon is.
Yeah, he's starting like a real like Wakanda. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I'm about to move.
Yeah.
We are going to Wakanda.
I'm going,
we are going to be
Wakanda forever. I had to think of some Black Panther references. But
man, I like Black Panther. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I'm on some superhero stuff, man. You mess around and give me some suits. I'm gonna go and jump in front of some bad guys.
That's me too.
I'm going to.
That's me too.
It's gotta be better than just like a costume, though. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to put on like some from party place.
No, that's average. You want to go above and beyond.
Yeah, I at least want like some shin guards or something. Who wants to go just run up on somebody trying to beat them up?
Or you can get some shoulder pads, like they did in the 80s.
Something that you've got something to protect you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm down for superhero life, man. But it's crazy because he's really like building this whole city.
Yeah. He's really
the picture I saw. I don't know if that's really what it's gonna look like, but if it is, man, I'm like, what? He really is trying to make Wakanda.
Yeah, that is, man. He's really just trying to be there for his people.
And that's how it should be, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it should be. And really, like, I think he's somebody that. I don't know before his music career, whatever he may have had going on in life, but what he's done since then, I feel like he's definitely somebody that people could look up to. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And say that's a good example of.
Yeah.
If I had the money that a celebrity had, I would be trying to do something similar.
Yeah. Me too. Definitely. I mean? Yeah, I would love.
I just couldn't see myself being like, oh, I'm gonna go make all this bread, and then I'm gonna go spend it all this way and do whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah.
And never put something in place to make things easier for people's life around me.
Exactly.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me. But to each their own on that, I suppose. But for me, I don't see myself being in that position and not helping others.
Right. Yeah.
But that's cool. And you know what's crazy? 5 minutes. What? The time flies.
Yes, it does.
Flies.
It flies when you're having fun.
Yeah,
so.
man, it always does. You know what I saw earlier today? I saw this picture, and I didn't even know that this place existed. Have you ever heard of Ferrari World, man?
I've heard Ferrari, but I never heard Ferrari World.
And it's Ferrari, the company that owns it, and apparently it's the photo I saw, man. This place was huge, but apparently it's now the #1 like family like resort place, even over Disney World. To have people be visiting it and all that. Yeah, and this place looked nuts. They had this picture from over the top, and it looked like something from like an anime or something, like a futuristic looking building. Like, I don't know, it just looked nuts, man. But they're talking about Ferrari World.
But if Enzo Ferrari were alive today, he'd
be like,
go
I
nuts.
didn't see this coming.
You know,
Ferrari World. And but the photo was just from the outside, and the article kind of talked about some of the things inside and all that, and it sounds really cool. You know what I mean? You could see different Ferraris and all that and explore the world of Ferrari. But
just about.
But I think that they got a little bit more going on in there. I couldn't see going to visit it other than that, for any other reason if they didn't have stuff going on.
Right.
How much time do we have? We got 5 minutes, he says. So, I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, what do we talk about for 5 minutes, man?
I guess you can still. We were talking about the local music scene.
Yeah.
And how.
And then I interrupted with the other stuff.
Yeah, you went on a rabbit
I'm good
trail.
for that. Yeah, I'm pretty good for that, man. We'll have a talk show.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Like the local music scene here, I feel like is really pushing. I didn't make the Yellow Beezy concert, but I kind of saw from like other people's live feeds a lot of local artists there, and I was just thinking, man, these dudes are really, really, really talented. You know what I'm saying? There's a few other artists I didn't shout out, like Dennis the Godman, I guess his name, Meezy Mathematics, I think that's how his name goes. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of them out there. There's so many of them out there. It's just like, dang, they all here in town. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there's a lot of us here, man. There's a lot of people here doing music. A lot of people got drive and ambition. There's a lot of good talent, man. And I think that we're coming up to a point where people are starting to realize, based on the conversations that I've been a part of and seen other people having online with the local music scene. It seems like people are kind of wanting to come together a certain way, but now it seems like people are trying to figure out how. We know we got to come together a certain way for people to start being successful out of here like we want. Mm-hmm. But it's now people are trying to fine tune it so that it's fair for everyone.
Yeah, just about.
Because it's easy to throw plans out and never have a true solution to something and be like, oh, well, if we all do that, then you seem to win a lot, but everybody else might not.
Right.
But I think people are really trying to start networking and figure something out because everybody's like, man, there's too much talent here not to come out.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, people are steering away from the mumble rap stuff, so it really shows a change in direction, that people are wanting to take. And I think if we become unified, in our efforts, then we'll see more people really start to thrive out of here with the music.
Yeah. So I feel like, I guess with the help of like artists like Kendrick or J. Cole or I don't know, Joey Badass, or whoever is out there in the mainstream, I feel like they're really encouraging and everyone out there to really just get back into what hip hop really is, what real hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? Because mumble rap, anybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
hip hop's about the message.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about what you've come through and what you've been through, what you've seen, or what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you also want to make yourself sound good. But nowadays it's so sad. I listen to the radio and I see a lot of these artists. I'm like, you don't even have to have lyricism anymore. You just gotta have a catchy hook or a nice beat or whatever. Back then it used to be about lyrics. Now it's all about beats. Beats are cool, but that's not.
People have forgotten that the voice is an instrument, and they want the instrument to do the talking.
Exactly. And to add to that, somebody was saying that Nas is the worst beat picker. I'm like, well, he come from an era where it ain't about beats. Everybody, and when you think of Nas, you think of like lyricism. He's all about lyrics, all about rap. You think about Big Pun, Cool G Rap, Pharoah Monch, whoever. You think about lyricism. You know what I'm saying? You think about substance. You know what I'm saying? If you want like a nice beat or whatever, you can listen to like pretty much any song out there on the radio.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them. Real fast, we've only got a minute left. Real quick, why don't you tell everybody where they can find your music? Tell us again where the show's going to be at. And then just tell people how they can get in touch with you in general, if you want them to be able to do that, of course.
So most of my music is currently on SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/DUB_4life. I'm still trying to put it out there on iTunes, still working on it. But my album will be on every digital outlet out there soon, Unleashed. And then my next project, which is called Rise, my EP, we're going to try to get that out there on every social media outlet or music outlet. But the show is called Tommy Loving's Night of Praise or Night of Worship. It's going to be at Zoe Christian Center, 1108 Southwest Tennessee Avenue, 6 to 8 p.m. Free. Bring your mama, bring your kids, bring your daddy, bring your mama and your mama's mama.
Everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if you want free food, I don't know. Whenever I put free food on anything, everybody
go.
Yeah, everybody.
Well, I want to say I appreciate it and thank you for joining us on the show today.
Yeah,
me and Mr. Dudley, and then sitting here talking with us about the random things that
random
we talk
topics.
about.
Anything we can,
just whatever's there. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, we're on this camera because I'm not on that one.
Okay.
So, thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for checking out the links. And make sure you go visit those addresses he told you. I'm gonna drop the links in the bottom. I kind of got different thoughts mixed up there. That happens to me sometimes. I'm a little bit that way. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tune in next week. We got another guest, and I'm trying to remember who it is, but I'm pretty good for that. So make sure you watch so you can find out with me. I'll see you then, man.